Imagine an animal that's half lion, half tiger, or a hybrid so rare scientists thought it was a myth until they found proof. Think again, scientists and nature itself have created some of the most unbelievable hybrids, some stronger, faster, and even smarter than their parents. From land to sea, these hybrids challenge everything we thought we knew about genetics. Today, we're counting down 12 most fascinating hybrid animals ever existed. So without further ado, let's start. At number 12 is the coy wolf is a hybrid between a coyote and a wolf, blending the stealth and adaptability of a coyote with the strength and pack instincts of a wolf. Unlike many hybrids bred in captivity, coy wolves occur naturally in the wild, making them one of the most successful predator hybrids in existence. Coy wolves first appeared in North America, where expanding urban areas and shrinking wolf populations pushed coyotes and wolves into overlapping territories. Over time, they began to interbreed, creating a hybrid that was larger, stronger, and more intelligent than a coyote, but more adaptable than a wolf. DNA studies show that coy wolves have a mix of coyote, wolf, and even domestic dog genes, making them genetically unique. A coy wolf is larger than a coyote, but smaller than a wolf, with a bushier tail, longer legs, and stronger jaws. They are more social than coyotes, often hunting in small packs rather than alone. Unlike wolves, which typically avoid human settlements, coy wolves have adapted to thrive in forests and cities, sometimes hunting in suburban areas where food sources are plentiful. Because they are naturally occurring, coy wolves continue to evolve, and scientists believe they may become a permanent new species. With their growing numbers and ability to survive in different environments, coy wolves are proving that nature finds a way to adapt, no matter how much the world changes. Next is the llama, is a rare hybrid between a male leopard and a female lion, creating an animal that blends the agility of a leopard with the strength of a lion. Unlike ligers or tigons, which are bred more frequently in captivity, llamas are far less common, making them one of the most unique big cat hybrids ever recorded. The first known llamas were bred in India in the early 1900s, followed by successful cases in Japan and Italy. Because leopards and lions do not share the same habitats in the wild, this hybrid does not occur naturally. However, when bred in captivity, llamas grow larger than leopards, but smaller than a lion, and they inherit the climbing ability and hunting instincts of their leopard parent. Physically, a llama has a mix of both parents' traits. It usually has the body shape and spotted coat of a leopard, but may inherit a small lion-like mane if it's male. Unlike lions, which rely on pride hunting, llamas behave more like leopards, solitary, stealthy, and incredibly skilled climbers. Because of their genetic differences, llamas are usually sterile, meaning they cannot reproduce. While they remain a fascinating example of hybridization, they are not part of conservation efforts, as they do not naturally occur in the wild. However, their existence continues to intrigue scientists. At number 10 is the dolphin. It is a hybrid between a false killer whale and a bottlenose dolphin, creating a marine creature so rare that only a handful have ever been recorded. Despite its name, the false killer whale is not a true whale. It belongs to the same dolphin family as its bottlenose cousin. This makes the dolphin one of the few hybrid animals that occur naturally, though it remains extremely rare. The most famous dolphin was born in 1985 at Sea Life Park in Hawaii, where a female bottlenose dolphin and a male false killer whale unexpectedly mated. The result? A dolphin with a size, shape, and intelligence level that falls between both parent species. It had the sleek body of a dolphin, but was darker in color and significantly larger than a normal bottlenose. A dolphin inherits the speed and agility of a dolphin with the strength and endurance of a false killer whale. They can grow larger than a dolphin, but smaller than a whale, and their tooth count is an exact mix of both species. 66 teeth compared to the dolphin's 88, and the false killer whale's 44. Due to their hybrid genetics, dolphins are extremely rare in the wild, with only a few known cases. The limited number of recorded dolphins makes them one of the rarest marine hybrids in existence. Next is the Savannah cat. It is a hybrid between a serval and a domestic cat, blending the exotic beauty of the wild with the companionship of a house pet. With its tall frame, long legs, and spotted coat, it looks like it belongs in the African savanna, but it's just as likely to be lounging on a couch or leaping onto the top of a refrigerator. Unlike most hybrids that occur naturally, Savannah cats exist because breeders wanted to combine the serval's agility and intelligence with the domestic cat's friendly nature. The first successful Savannah cat was bred in 1986, but the process wasn't easy. Servals and domestic cats have different chromosome counts and gestation periods, making breeding meeting a challenge. A savanna cat is highly energetic, intelligent, and playful. Unlike most cats, they love water, can jump over 8 feet in the air, and are even known to play fetch. Because of their serval ancestry, they are classified into F generations: F1, F2, F3, etc., depending on how close they are to their wild parent. F1 savannas, the closest to servals, are more independent, while later generations are more domesticated. Due to their wild genetics, some states and countries ban ownership of early generation savannas. Despite their exotic look, they form strong bonds with their owners and are one of the most sought-after hybrid cats in the world. At number 8 is the Zorse. It is a hybrid between a zebra and a horse, combining the wild resilience of a zebra with the domestic adaptability of a horse. While zebras and horses share a common ancestor, they evolved into separate species millions of years ago, making this hybrid both rare and unique. Unlike some hybrids that occur in the wild, Zorses are almost always human-bred. They are created by crossbreeding a male zebra, stallion, with a female horse, mare. This combination is more successful than the reverse pairing due to genetic compatibility and the zebra's naturally dominant traits. Zebras have different 32 to 46 chromosome, horses have 64, which often makes reproduction difficult. A Zorse inherits the powerful muscle structure and endurance of a horse, but retains the tough, striped coat and high disease resistance of a zebra. However, unlike domesticated horses, Zorses are more stubborn, independent, and harder to train due to their strong zebra instincts. Their striping pattern varies, with some having full-body stripes and others having faint patterns mixed with their horse-like coloring. Because of their wild nature and unpredictable temperament, Zorses are not commonly used for riding or farm work. They are mostly bred for conservation awareness, exotic animal programs, and genetic studies. Their hybrid nature also makes them sterile, meaning they cannot reproduce. Next on the list is Dachshund. It is a hybrid between a domestic dog and a fox, a mix that is extremely rare due to genetic differences. While dogs and foxes share a common ancestor, they have evolved separately for millions of years, making natural hybridization highly unlikely but not impossible. Unlike wolves and dogs, which can interbreed easily, foxes and dogs have different chromosome counts, making reproduction between them rare. However, confirmed cases of dog-fox hybrids have been recorded in the wild. One of the most notable cases was discovered in Brazil in 2021, where a rescued animal had physical traits of both a dog and a fox. Genetic testing later confirmed it was a natural hybrid. It turned out to be the first known dog-fox hybrid, the Telegraph reported. A dachshund would inherit the speed, agility, and sharp hunting instincts of a fox, while potentially retaining the trainability of a dog. Some observed hybrids have had fox-like ears, narrow snouts, and bushy tails, but with a temperament that blends wild and domestic traits. Due to significant genetic barriers, dog-fox hybrids remain an exception rather than a common occurrence. While isolated cases have been documented in the wild, no controlled breeding programs exist, and artificial dachshund creation through genetic engineering has never been confirmed. Next on the list is the Jeep. It is a hybrid between a goat and a sheep, two animals that may look similar but are genetically very different. While they often graze together and share the same farmlands, their DNA isn't naturally compatible, making this hybrid extremely rare. Unlike horses and donkeys or lions and tigers, goats and sheep have different chromosome numbers. Goats have 60, while sheep have 54. This genetic gap usually prevents crossbreeding, but in rare cases, a goat and a sheep can produce a hybrid. Some Jeep have been reported born naturally on farms, while others have been created through scientific breeding techniques. A Jeep inherits traits from both parents, but its appearance can be unpredictable. Some have the woolly coats of a sheep, but the slender legs and face of a goat. Others have short, coarse hair like a goat, but a stockier build. Behaviorally, they often show a mix of a goat's curiosity and agility with a sheep's calm and flocking instincts. Since Jeep hybrids are so genetically unstable, most are sterile and unable to reproduce. However, they have fascinated scientists for years as they challenge the limits of hybrid genetics and species compatibility. While they may not be as famous as other hybrids, the rare existence of a Jeep proves that nature can still surprise us. At number 5 is the Jaglion. This is the kind of animal you'd expect to see in myths or legends, a hybrid of two of the most powerful big cats on Earth. But this isn't fiction, it's real, and it's one of the rarest, most breathtaking hybrids ever seen. A Jaglion is the result of a jaguar and a lion breeding together, an extremely uncommon event since these species don't normally coexist in the wild. Unlike ligers, lion plus tiger, or tigons, which are somewhat more common, Jaglions are almost unheard of. The most famous case happened in Canada's Bear Creek Sanctuary, where a male jaguar and a female lion, who had been raised together, unexpectedly mated and produced two Jaglions. What makes Jaglions fascinating is their genetic mix of strength, speed, and hunting instincts. Jaguars are known for their insane bite force, capable of crushing bones and even piercing armored prey like crocodiles. Lions, on the other hand, have brute strength and powerful pack instincts. The Jaglion inherits a blend of both, raw power and deadly precision. With a jaguar's spotted coat blending into a lion's golden fur, Jaglions look as wild as they sound, and they are one of the big cats ever recorded. Since jaguars and lions rarely cross paths in the wild, this hybrid remains extremely rare. Next on the list is the Llama. It is a hybrid between a camel and a llama, two animals from opposite sides of the world. Camels are built for desert endurance, while llamas thrive in cold, mountainous regions. Naturally, these two would never cross paths until scientists stepped in. Unlike other hybrids, Llamas don't exist in the wild. The first successful llama was created in 1998 through artificial insemination in the United Arab Emirates. The goal: to create an animal with the wool of a llama and the strength of a camel, perfect for desert work. But breeding wasn't easy. Camels have 74 chromosomes, llamas have 72, and their size difference made natural mating impossible. A llama looks like a llama, but has longer legs, a sturdier build, and no hump. It's stronger than a llama, but more agile than a camel. However, personality-wise, it's stubborn like a camel and doesn't always cooperate with humans, making it less useful than breeders originally hoped. Despite its challenges, the llama has sparked interest in hybrid animals, inspiring further research into combining traits from different species. Only a few llamas exist today, and while they haven't become the ultimate desert worker, they remain one of the most fascinating hybrids ever created. A living example of how science continues to reshape the animal kingdom. At number 3 is the growler bear. It is a rare hybrid between a grizzly bear and a polar bear, two of the most powerful land predators on Earth. Unlike most hybrids, this one isn't just a result of captivity, it's happening in the wild. With climate change shrinking polar ice caps, polar bears are moving south, while grizzlies are expanding north. When their territories overlap, interbreeding becomes possible. The first confirmed wild growler bear was discovered in 2006 in Canada, proving that these two species are adapting in ways never seen before. Since then, more sightings and DNA tests have confirmed that growler bears are no longer a rare accident. They're becoming more common. A growler bear inherits traits from both parents, making it a unique survival machine. It has the size and thick fur of a polar bear, but also the powerful claws and aggressive hunting instincts of a grizzly. Unlike polar bears, which rely on sea ice for hunting, growlers are more adaptable, able to survive on both land and ice. Their fur is often a mix of white and brown, giving them a striking, ghostly appearance. Because this hybrid is happening naturally, scientists are closely studying its impact on Arctic ecosystems. As polar bears struggle to survive, growlers could become more common. If they continue to thrive, they may become the Arctic's dominant predator. Next on the list is the narluga. It is a rare hybrid between a narwhal and a beluga whale, two Arctic species that look similar but have distinct differences. While narwhals are known for their long, spiraled tusks, belugas are famous for their smooth, white bodies and high intelligence. Scientists long suspected that these two species might interbreed, but it wasn't until 2019 that DNA tests confirmed the existence of a real narluga. The discovery happened in Greenland, where an unusual whale skull was found by Inuit hunters. The skull was larger than a beluga's, but lacked the tusk of a narwhal. After genetic testing, researchers confirmed that it was a first-generation hybrid between a male narwhal and a female beluga. This proved that narlugas exist in the wild, even though they are incredibly rare. A narluga inherits a mix of both parents' traits. It has the strong, muscular build of a beluga, but the darker gray coloring of a narwhal. Unlike narwhals, which use their tusks for communication and hunting, narlugas do not grow tusks at all. However, their skull structure suggests that they may have stronger jaws and teeth, possibly giving them a different way to hunt. Because narwhals and belugas often travel together in Arctic waters, scientists believe more narlugas could exist, but their population remains a mystery. At number 1 is the liger, and tigon are hybrids between a lion and a tiger, but they are not the same. A liger is born from a male lion and a female tiger, while a tigon is the result of a male tiger and a female lion. While these hybrids don't exist in the wild, they have been bred in captivity for centuries, creating some of the largest and most powerful big cats ever recorded. The most famous trait of a liger is its massive size. Ligers are the largest cats in the world, growing even bigger than their lion and tiger parents. The biggest recorded liger, Hercules, weighs over 900 pounds, 400 kilograms, and is nearly 12 feet long. This extreme size happens because ligers inherit growth genes from lions, but lack the tiger's growth-inhibiting gene. As a result, they just keep growing. Tigons, on the other hand, are much smaller. Unlike ligers, they inherit both the lion's and tigers' growth-inhibiting genes, which keeps their size closer to their parents. They are still impressive hunters, combining a lion's strength with a tiger's agility. Both ligers and tigons inherit mixed physical traits, often having faint stripes, a larger mane than lions, and powerful muscular builds. However, they are usually sterile, meaning they cannot reproduce. Since they are bred in captivity, some conservationists question whether these hybrids serve any purpose beyond being exotic attractions. Thanks for watching! If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Which hybrid amazed you the most? Comment below!